Render, RNDR, Deep Dive, the future of decentralized GPU power. Imagine a world where anyone, from indie creators to AI developers, can access high-performance GPU power on demand, without relying on Amazon, Google, or Nvidia. That world already exists. And it's being built on-chain by Render, RNDR, a decentralized rendering protocol that's transforming how we think about visual computing, AI workloads, and the digital economy. In 2025, Render isn't just powering art. It's powering AI, metaverse infrastructure, and the future of decentralized GPU processing. In this CryptoPulse deep dive, we'll break down what Render is, how it works, and why it's quickly becoming one of the most important infrastructure plays in the crypto and AI ecosystems. You'll learn how Render turns idle GPU power into an on-chain asset. Why RNDR demand is exploding in AI and 3D creator markets. The key upgrades and tokenomics updates in 2025. What's happening with the Render network right now, and where price, risk, and long-term opportunity may be heading. Whether you're new to Render or already holding RNDR, this is your ultimate guide. Cryptoassets are high risk and not regulated in the UK. You could lose all the money you invest. There is no consumer protection. This content is not financial advice. Always do your own research. So what exactly is Render, and how is it changing the economics of GPU power forever? Let's get into it. Render, RNDR, is a decentralized GPU rendering network that allows users to rent out idle GPU compute power, and creators, developers, or AI applications to tap into that power, on demand. At its core, Render solves one of the most critical bottlenecks in digital creation, GPU scarcity. Traditional rendering, whether for 3D art, films, gaming environments, or AI models, requires massive amounts of processing power. But most GPUs are locked inside local machines, data centers, or cloud silos owned by companies like AWS, Google Cloud, or Microsoft Azure. Render flips that model. It creates an open marketplace where anyone with spare GPU power, whether it's a single RTX card or a massive rendering farm, can contribute their compute to the network and get paid in RNDR tokens. And on the other side, users, artists, developers, researchers, or startups can buy GPU time through the Render network, submitting rendering jobs, visual workloads, or AI model inference tasks. It's fast, cost-efficient, and censorship-resistant. Render has evolved into a decentralized compute layer for high-performance workloads, beyond visuals. AI inference, simulation modeling, virtual production, real-time 3D environments, all of it can now be distributed through the Render network. It was originally launched by OTOY, a cloud rendering pioneer with deep roots in Hollywood, architecture, and design. Early adopters included film studios, digital artists, and Web3 creators. But now, its reach is expanding fast, into gaming, metaverse, and most notably, AI. And it's all powered by the RNDR token, the native utility token of the Render ecosystem. In 2025, Render is no longer just a tool for digital artists. It's become a foundational layer for some of the most advanced workloads in AI, 3D content, DePIN infrastructure, and virtual worlds. As demand for AI applications explodes, so does the need for inference power, the GPU cycles needed to run AI models once they're trained. Render lets AI teams submit inference jobs to a decentralized GPU mesh, whether it's for LLMs, computer vision, or generative media, cutting costs, avoiding cloud gatekeeping, and scaling globally. The original rendering market is still thriving too. Independent creators, VFX studios, NFT platforms, and game developers use Render to animate scenes, generate immersive environments, and drastically reduce rendering time. Render is being integrated into virtual production studios, digital twin platforms, and metaverse environments, where real-time GPU compute is essential. That includes streaming immersive worlds to low-power devices, generating avatars and textures on the fly, and supporting decentralized simulation engines in Unreal Engine. Render is also finding its way into DePIN protocols, powering drone image processing, sensor data analysis, and high-resolution modeling for autonomous infrastructure. For creators, it's also a source of income. Anyone with a GPU can join the Render network and earn RNDR tokens, a new form of digital labor and permissionless monetization. In 2025, the Render network has leveled up. The biggest leap was the launch of ORBX 2.0, a full protocol overhaul that improved job distribution, node reliability, and expanded support for containerized workloads, including AI and simulation jobs. That makes Render more than a 3D engine, it's now a general-purpose decentralized GPU cloud. Render is also forming key partnerships. It's now integrated with Unity and Unreal plugins, allowing real-time rendering pipelines to plug into Render seamlessly. It's working with SingularityNet and Fetch.ai to power decentralized AI services, bringing GPU inference into the agent economy. And it's connecting with DePIN protocols using Render for object recognition, drone surveillance, and simulation-heavy infrastructure planning. Render's DAO is now fully operational, with active governance driving new feature rollouts, economic incentives, and network tooling. Grants are funding creator tools, SDKs, and integrations across gaming and AI verticals. The DAO also approved new staking mechanics for GPU node operators, ensuring quality, uptime, and prioritization of high-demand jobs. As of Q2 2025, daily rendering job volume is up over 300% year-over-year. More than 55,000 active nodes are online. Over 2.5 million RNDR tokens are burned monthly to pay for GPU time. These aren't estimates, these are verifiable, on-chain metrics showing that RNDR is seeing true economic activity. Render's tokenomics are one of the strongest among infrastructure tokens. RNDR is used to pay for jobs, and when it's used, it's burned. Node operators receive newly issued RNDR in return, but emissions are capped and managed by DAO governance. This burn and mint equilibrium makes RNDR deflationary at scale. The more jobs submitted, the more RNDR disappears from circulation. This gives RNDR something rare in crypto: sustained, non-inflationary demand. Staking mechanics also matter. GPU providers now stake RNDR to improve the job priority, increasing quality of service and locking up more supply. It's a simple but elegant system: utility drives demand, and activity drives token scarcity. As of May 2025, the circulating supply is around 375 million RNDR, and shrinking every quarter. Let's talk price. In a conservative forecast, if Render continues steady growth in the creator and AI segments, RNDR could settle around the $5 to $6 range by late 2025. In a bullish scenario, where Render gains traction in DePIN, OpenAI tools, and Web3 gaming, it could push to $10 to $12. In a moonshot, if Render becomes the decentralized GPU infrastructure layer for all major AI agents and digital creators, we could be looking at $15 to $20 plus per token, especially with supply tightening and enterprise interest rising. As always, these aren't guarantees. But RNDR is one of the few tokens in the space with deep utility and real burn mechanics, not just narrative. Render's long-term vision is bold: to become the Ethereum of GPU power. A decentralized, permissionless layer of compute, available anywhere, owned by no one, and governed by its users. That's more than a product, it's infrastructure, and Render is already delivering. But it faces risks too. Centralized cloud giants could undercut on price or bundle GPU access with other services. Regulators might scrutinize decentralized compute if it's used for illegal or controversial workloads. The supply of reliable GPUs could face pressure if hardware shortages or energy costs spike. And the AI narrative, if it cools, could temporarily reduce demand growth. Still, Render's fundamentals are strong. Its use cases are expanding. And its architecture, with modular SDKs and cross-protocol integrations, makes it flexible enough to evolve. So, is Render just a rendering protocol? Or is it the future of GPU power, as decentralized public infrastructure? In 2025, it's looking more and more like the latter. RNDR is no longer just a token for artists. It's a key to scalable compute, a real asset with real burn, and a rare example of crypto infrastructure that's already working, right now. If you found value in this CryptoPulse deep dive, subscribe, share, and join the conversation. Is Render the real iGPU layer of Web3, or is there something even bigger around the corner? We'll see you in the next one.